Well, good morning, everyone. This is, I guess you could call it midsummer, mid-July um, garden video. Things are really coming to a close with the garden, but we are continuing and we keep, there's still stuff to be harvested. So we are out in these streets watering the plants, um, making sure they get something. Because there's so much more that can come out of it. So we're still out here watering. It's a good idea. And we're going to do some harvesting as well. So let's take you for a small walk in our tiny garden. Oh, so I see we're overwatering here a little bit, so I'm going to turn down the water with the gauge just a little bit, just so that it actually waters the plant that it's supposed to. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. So here's our bowl. We're going to actually harvest, but first let's water. Zuri, no touching the shears.
No touching.
You're kind of dangerous. Yeah, so first things first. Also watering a little bit of the flowers. So have our marigolds, some good flowers, marigolds, strawberries, which we're gonna go check them out soon. Our grapevine, which is like a mind of its own, it's just going everywhere. The basil, the lettuce is coming back again after doing the harvesting, and I don't use most of it. This is our zucchini plant, still going strong, doing its thing, gonna see what it's yielding. Our parsley, which I have used, it's really good actually. The little flower garden did well more in the beginning, but now it's kind of like fading, but that's okay. Marigold is still going strong. These are our yellow squash and zucchini plants. I think they're still doing their thing too, but not bearing as much as in the beginning, but that's okay. Our tomato plant kind of died off real quick. I really don't understand it, but so we'll keep moving along with that. And of course the yellow squash still doing this thing. We're gonna take special look at everything just to make sure. But I see that one of our collards actually went away. I'm not sure what happened there. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. And of course we have our grapevine. So let's go in and take a look, an extra special look. Oh, and of course these plants, let me give them a little water to see what happens with them. So let's start from the beginning. So we did major weeding, so that's why everything looks kind of unrecognizable. But this is our basil plant. It really did well. It grew vertically. I'm going to take some pieces. Do a little harvesting. Yeah, but it did really well. Wish they would stay throughout the winter. Yeah, I'm just going to cut a few pieces. Because this is really good. Lamar wants to make spaghetti and meatballs, so some fresh basil would do it well. So yeah. So I'm going to take these inside, wash them. Got some fresh basil for our spaghetti and meatballs. Very nice. Today is such a beautiful day. God's creation. It's wonderful. Okay. Now, this is our lettuce. I'm going to leave it, let it grow out a little bit more, but it's actually doing pretty well. I've harvested it 3 times this summer, so I'm happy with that. These are our strawberries. A lot of them kind of died, kind of wilted before getting very big. So I'm noticing that, and I'm trying to figure out more about strawberries. I think this is a really big learning experience for me. They they bore fruit more in the beginning of the summer, so I don't think there's anything that we're doing wrong, but it was interesting. It's a good idea to start these earlier with the strawberries. This is the grapevine. This is the second year that it's alive, but no grapes. So, you know, I'm still looking to see why that could be, but it's kind of doing well, and it's sturdy. I mean, we cut it down completely last year, and it did pretty well. This is the flower. Still beautiful marigolds. These are, well, I feel like they're beets, but we'll see once we pull them. I'm gonna wait till the end of the summer. No, there's no rush. They look really good, and there's quite a few more growing, so we'll see. This part, I never really figured out what it was, and I think it just, whatever it was, the seed didn't take, so that's okay. These are our parsley. Really, I used them. They were good. So, yeah, I have nothing to say. They were good. They were good. This is what was our giant zucchini. Like I told you, we had to remove part of it because it became diseased, but that's after it produced so many big zucchinis. This is the second part of it, and there's one, but I think it needs to grow a little longer. What do you think? It needs more time. Yeah, I wouldn't dare harvest anything from that. This is doing really well. It's huge. And then this is like an offshoot of that plant, and it's still trying to do something. There's still something that's growing, so I'm going to leave it alone and let it kind of peter out on its own. This over here is our tomato plant. It bore a lot, but I think it's coming to its own end, and we're going to leave that alone as well till it's completely finished. You see one red one. I could take it off, but it's on a plant that's kind of dying, so I don't imagine it's going to be a great tomato, but we'll see, especially as I am still watering and making sure there's enough nutrients. Oop, yeah, just there. This is our zucchini plant. I really don't see too much going on. There's still the flowering parts of it, but here's one squash. It's really tiny. I'm gonna leave that a little. See how far it goes. Can you put this in the bucket for me? No, the tomato. Put the tomato in the bucket. Okay. Thank you, my helper. Okay, yes. Again, this is the zucchini plant. We're just watching it, seeing how it does. Second zucchini plant. And this is the third zucchini plant. And here we got a few going. They're still not big enough where I feel like we should take them out, but they're growing. It's still growing. So this is the tomato plant I was telling you about. It kind of wilted earlier, I noticed, but I feel happy with what happened throughout the summer, so I'm not going to say anything, but it's got to be something about the way things grew this year. I noticed that we had a lot of crop in the beginning of the summer, and then toward the end, everything kind of just moved away. I guess as time goes on, you don't water as much, but that's something to take note of, and we will continue to make observations. Okay, this is the kale. I am here to take some kale because we want some kale for dinner one of these days. I'm gonna just start cutting. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of these little white flies. Anybody tell me what they're all about? They're just flying around. Yeah. I haven't seen them before, actually. This is new. Write in the comments if you know anything